The tools required for the Ford Explorer front door panel delamination repair procedure are as follows. BEA series staples with a 3/16 inch leg and a 3/8 inch crown. Failure to use the appropriate staple could cause the staple to go through the fabric if the staple is too long, or not provide enough bite into the substrate if the staple leg length is too short. A pneumatic staple gun, which can be used with our 3/16 inch leg and 3/8 inch crown staples, hooked to a regulated air source. Depending on the cleanliness of the workbench, a clean drop cloth may be needed to place over the end of the bench to prevent oil or grease stains from getting on the door panel during the stapling procedure. A 1/4 to 3/8 inch thick straight edge, similar to Rotunda Straight Edge 164-R2760, will be required. A 1/4 to 3/8 inch thick wooden ruler or block of wood would also be acceptable. To support this repair procedure, Rotunda has put together RTTP kit SNSU 502DT-PKG, which includes a spot nail staple gun shown in this video and a box of the 3/8 inch crown and 3/16 inch leg staples. Place the drop cloth over the edge of the bench. Refer to Workshop Manual Section 50105 for the front door panel removal and installation procedures. Turn the door panel upside down and place the inside of the door panel toward the edge of the workbench, with the mirror sail raised portion of the door panel hanging off of the edge of the bench. You may need the help of an assistant to hold the door panel in place on the bench before you start stapling. Start to roll the lip of the fabric back over the top edge of the door panel across the top of the panel. Once the lip or edge of the fabric is now on the back side of the door panel, place a straight edge between the end of the door panel and the edge of the workbench. Place a few test staples towards the end of the panel where it's still glued to the substrate, and adjust your air pressure to the staple gun as necessary. Starting with the straight edge in the center of the door panel, rotate the opposite end of the door panel that is not placed on the bench toward the open end of the bench as you squeeze the straight edge up against the end of the door panel. This will help stretch the fabric into place. Once the fabric is properly stretched into place, keep the straight edge squeezed against the door panel and start stapling. Start from the center and work your way out toward the end, placing a staple every 1/4 inch or so in the center of the fabric. If needed, staples can always be removed using a small flathead screwdriver and pliers. Return to the center and staple outward in the opposite direction. Rotate the panel again against the straight edge to stretch the fabric into the proper place if necessary. Try to maintain the same relative pressure of the straight edge up against the door panel as you squeeze the two together. Check your placement of staples and verify that the fabric was stretched into proper position evenly across the panel. We also need to check the top edge of the panel for waviness or unevenness. To correct an uneven or wavy panel, a section of staples may need to be removed and the fabric restretched into position. Try to use even pressure of the straight edge against the panel as you restaple the area. Remove or add staples as required and reinstall both panels.